opportunity for us as developers to have broad, deep impact on all parts of society and all parts of the economy has never been greater. AI is everywhere. A new world that is going to be made up of an intelligent cloud and an intelligent edge. It's about celebrating what you can do with that technology to have broad impact. It's about empowering every developer. The opportunity for us as developers to have broad, deep impact on all parts of society and all parts of the economy has never been greater. AI is everywhere. A new world that is going to be made up of an intelligent cloud and an intelligent edge. It's about celebrating what you can do with that technology to have broad impact. It's about empowering every developer.
Assalamu alaikum everyone and greetings to all the members, the participants, our honorable guests and everyone who is currently live with us. I am Aiza Anwar, second year MBBS student. I welcome you all to Pakistan's first ever bootcamp Azure Cloud Computing hosted by Microsoft Learn Student Community, University of Lahore. I am pleased to announce that over 1700 participants I am pleased to announce that over 1700 participants from around the globe have showed their interest for this bootcamp. Before moving on to anything in particular, we will have the recitation of few verses from the Holy Quran.
من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أنقص منه قليلا أو زد عليه ورتل القرآن ترتيلا إنا سنلقي عليك قولا ثقيلا إن ناشئة الليل أشد وطئا وأقوم قيلا إن لك في النهار سبحا طويلا واذكر اسم ربك وتبتل إليه تبتيلا رب المشرق والقبر بلا إله لا إله إلا هو خير وكيلا واصبر على ما يقولون واصبر على ما يقولون واصبر على ما يقولون واهجرهم هجرا جميلا وذرني والمكذبين أولي النعمة ومهلهم قليلا صدق الله العظيم.
Jazakallah. Now we would be playing the national anthem of Pakistan. Before moving on, I would like to mention that all the registered participants have been provided with their joining links and $100 Azure credits through their respective email IDs. Before we actually begin, I would like to give a short introduction on what a bootcamp actually is. A bootcamp is basically a training program that is held for the purpose of closing the bridge between information and its hands-on training and training skills that the employers look for. To be more clear with an example of cloud computing, if you possess knowledge about cloud computing but lack in technical skills and hands-on experience, a bootcamp will close that bridge. Now we talk about our bootcamp. The reason of teaching cloud computing is that, as you all know, cloud computing architects and engineers are on high demand. Almost all companies employ the services of cloud computing, and although this field is very high on demand, students lack the knowledge and hands-on experience of it. Our purpose of this bootcamp is to teach students how to use and experience cloud services. Our 4-day bootcamp consists of teaching how to use Azure Services to design and implement cloud-native applications, as well as learn the fundamentals of cloud computing. Moving on, I would like to welcome our guest speaker, Mr. Muhammad Junaid Iqbal, President of Microsoft Learn Fluent Ambassadors Community at University of Lahore, founder of AI School, award-winning net developer and Azure Cloud developer, and certified beta MLSA from Microsoft, who will further highlight the purpose of bootcamp and how to upgrade your skills through this mega bootcamp.
Everyone, to thank the Microsoft Ambassador community, teams of University of Lahore, for all their enthusiasm, hard work, and preparation of this bootcamp. Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, University of Lahore, welcomes all to an amazing 4-day bootcamp of knowledge on the cloud computing. 4-day bootcamp on Azure Cloud Computing is the first mega bootcamp in Pakistan. Azure Cloud Computing bootcamp series, in which students will be learning cloud computing with Azure. In this bootcamp, our trainers from industry experts and Microsoft professionals teach students about various Azure services. With the help of this bootcamp, more than 1,700 students of many universities of Pakistan and outside will be made aware of Azure services. Most of the students either don't know about cloud computing or confused about how to kickstart their career in this emerging market. The cloud computing aims to bridge the gap between traditional computer science and coursework and hands-on experience in developing applications for the cloud. Students will learn to leverage Azure services to design and implement high-performing cloud-native applications, as well as learn the fundamentals of cloud computing, machine learning, IoT, SQL, data factory, migration services, Kubernetes, cognitive AI web app, and virtual machines, as well as networking and software as a services. This bootcamp will teach you technology from the beginner to intermediate level. Now we'll talk about Azure Cloud Computing. So what is Azure Cloud Computing? Microsoft Azure, formerly known as Windows Azure, is Microsoft's public cloud computing platform. Users can pick and choose from these services to develop and scale new applications or run existing applications in the public cloud. Azure allows you to develop, deploy, manage apps multiply easily without having to buy or maintain the underlying infrastructure. Azure's integrated cloud resources meet all your security compliance requirements while being easily customizable for companies' unique needs. So, why do we use Azure Cloud Computing? Cloud computing facilitates the access of applications and data from any location worldwide, the multiple regions, and from any device with an internet connection, like cost saving. Cloud computing offers businesses with scalable computing resources, hence saving them on the cost of acquiring and maintaining them. So why is Azure? So Azure provides a consistent platform which facilitates easy mobility between on-premises and the public cloud. Unlike others, hybrid apps can be developed on Azure, which can take advantage of the resources available within data centers at the services providers and or within Azure itself. No, I will share with you. You will see how Azure works. So listen it to carefully.
Microsoft Azure is a private and public cloud platform. You may be familiar with the Azure Services that developers and IT professionals use to build, deploy, and manage applications. But how does it work? Azure uses a technology known as virtualization. Virtualization separates the tight coupling between a computer's CPU and its operating system using an abstraction layer called a hypervisor. The hypervisor emulates all the functions of a real computer and its CPU in a virtual machine. It can run multiple virtual machines at the same time. And each virtual machine can run any compatible operating system, such as Windows or Linux. Azure takes this virtualization technology and repeats it on a massive scale in Microsoft data centers throughout the world. Each data center has many racks filled with servers. Each server includes a hypervisor to run multiple virtual machines. A network switch provides connectivity to the servers. One server in each rack runs a special piece of software called a fabric controller. Each fabric controller is connected to another special piece of software known as the orchestrator. The orchestrator is responsible for managing everything that happens in Azure, including responding to user requests. Users make requests using the orchestrator's Web API. The Web API can be called by many tools, including the user interface of the Azure portal. When a user makes a request to create a virtual machine, the orchestrator packages everything that's needed, picks the best server rack, then sends the package and request to the fabric controller. Once the fabric controller has created the virtual machine, the user can connect to it. Azure makes it easy for developers and IT professionals to be agile. And manage their applications. You'll have is use Azure's resource access management tools.
Attend Azure Bootcamp to accelerate the edge market and build the next generation of the cloud world. The era of cloud computing is in the market and in the future. The next 4 days will be very important for all of you, and trainers will teach you all practical work. Students who registered for credits have received credits by email. You can see your mail inbox or spam junk folders. If you have any query regarding bootcamp, contact us on our social media pages or email info@mspul.org. Remember, you will always stay with you as you move forward in life. So I hope you learn a lot in the next 4 days. I would also like to thank all our guests for coming today, and I also thank our trainers for joining us in the next 4 days. Finally, thanks you all again, and may you be blessed with happiness and joy. God bless.
Now I would like to welcome our next speaker, Chaudhry Hansla Maqsood, who is country head MLSA at Pakistan. He has been selected as Gold Microsoft Lunch Student Ambassador among 49 other students across the globe. Sir, please, would you like to say a few words?
Hello, I am audible.
Oh, yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. And I really welcome all our guest speakers that are here in the launching ceremony of the bootcamp, and especially the students that have registered, and most of the thanks to the speakers that will speak for the 4 days in the Azure bootcamp. And related to this Azure Bootcamp initiative, I really, this is a great initiative for the student ambassador, and as a junior is working on that as a bootcamp. We are working very closely with all the student ambassadors that were taking initiatives to promote the students to learn the new things and new technologies. Like the boot, they will learn the different platforms of cloud in the Azure. There is a great thing like AI, in ML, in everything, in web apps. They will learn a lot in these 4 days in the Azure Bootcamp. And I really appreciate the efforts of each and every ambassador doing and taking such initiatives. And we are working very closely with the student ambassadors in this. And Microsoft is also supporting all the student ambassadors behindly so that they can push these things up. Like Microsoft is providing $100 Azure credits to each and every student on the very first time so that they can learn those things. And on the second step, they train the Microsoft Learn student ambassadors to learn these things, they taught those things by tutorials, by leagues, some of the competitions, there were hackathons. So by that, by learning paths, they teach the Microsoft Learn student ambassadors, and now the student ambassadors are competing and promoting those technologies towards other students in their universities, in their region, in their schools, or in their area. So these are the efforts that each and every human being should do. Like, he should share everything, and this is the initiative, and this is the motto of Microsoft, to empower every student on the planet to achieve more. And we are working on that. We are like the Microfest event that we have done last time. There were 15,000 participation of students, and in this as well, there is a large amount of students that are registered. And we really think that students wants to learn, but they need a platform. And Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador is such a platform that is helping students in all the way in supporting the technology in that. And we are also having some of the other events like Learn Microsoft. In the next month, we are going to heading a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Conference. That will be the international conference. We are heading, that will be done by Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador from Pakistan as well, and we are working very closely on that. I really appreciate the efforts of each and every ambassador, and especially Junaid, that is taking these initiatives as well. And I really thanks to the guests that are here with us and the students that will attend and learn many things. So thank you. Thank you.
Developers probably as children the toys apart to see how they work. One of the things that had always driven me is this dream of I can build something myself.
Knowing that my project is out there and it's being used by people day to day, honestly, it's the best feeling in the world.
Being a developer is a really neat superpower.
It's just never been this easy and big to create applications.
Azure is a super useful platform. Being able to build the code, have it deployed within about 15 to 20 minutes has been actually indispensable capability.
For virtually everything that this project needs, it is already free. It is very important that the CI also be free, and Azure Pipelines provides a number of free builds.
My Aunt Jill, she was diagnosed with motor neuron disease, and that's really what motivated me in the beginning. OptiKey allows people to fully control their computer using eye movement. The first time I got a sentence out, "Hello, my name is Julius," it was incredible.
そう最初はですね、大企業の方々が見えていたんですけども、AI の力を使ってお店に来る方々が最も求めている商品を。
In 2010, we started Girl Develop It. It's really neat to have women reaching out to me and tell me that they are now full-time coders.
Now myself signing off. Over to you, Mahir.
Thank you, Aiza. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening to all. My name is Mahir Khan of the Department of Pharmacy, and I will be your host for the remainder of the event. Being a part of the MLSA, I truly feel honored to be welcoming not only our esteemed guests, but also all of you. This event is Pakistan's first ever mega bootcamp, and it gives me much pleasure to be here, inviting and welcoming more than 1,700 students. Many opportunities lie ahead, and inshallah, with the upcoming days, you'll all be launched into a realm of knowledge, information, and skill. From all around the world, our esteemed and prestigious guests have taken out their valuable and precious time and joined today to broaden our minds, shining as a beacon of knowledge for all of us. Without any further ado, I would like to welcome our honorable guest, assistant professor at the University of Lahore. He is the director of research group on robotics and IoT that he established at the university. He is also involved in a project on agricultural automation for the 3 years funded by DAAD Germany. He has worked as a consultant with Engro Corp. Dr. Khan has organized many national and international level robotic events held in Lahore, where professors and students from different universities presented their works in robotics field. So please welcome Dr. Yasir Niaz Khan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Thanks for the slightly exaggerated introduction, Abila. I would like to welcome you all to this boot camp that the esteemed students, the volunteers have organized, especially the initiative taken by Junaid and his team. It's really heartwarming and encouraging to see these students working their best in this pandemic situation where everybody is afraid of working. These students have organized online events. I have participated in some online events before as well, and this event seems to be bigger than those events, as 1,700 students have registered for this 4-day session. So kudos to these students, volunteer students who have organized this session. Also to the speakers, to Microsoft, who have been helping these students to organize such an event. And this Azure cloud computing is the future of computing. More and more companies are going online with the data storage and the servers needed for their computing. I have been consulting in the industry over some time, and I've seen companies, especially new companies, not bothering about having on-station or on-site servers, and instead going to Azure or other cloud computing services. This removes a lot of hassle from their infrastructure, from their management. They don't even need an IT department anymore. So, and especially in this new situation, in the pandemic situation, which nobody knows how long will it last. So when a company abandons its office and starts work from home, nobody has to go to office to maintain these expensive and huge servers, which come up with a lot of problems every day. So these online computing services, they are the future, and they are the safe option to do that. Having said that, also in artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, I've been working on those solutions. And surprisingly, over the last few years, all of these services have also moved to cloud computing. And that's also a very encouraging scene. Earlier, we used to work with a company, start with a company, build their team of machine learners, and then help them procure a very heavy server for their machine learning and artificial intelligence tasks. And it would take even up to 1 year to acquire that server. Now, when a company wants to start such a huge project in AI or machine learning, they can start the next day with this cloud computing and online services. So this is a revolution coming our way, that the cost of infrastructure development for huge companies and for huge startups looking towards the future has gone down. The startup, the time required for this startup, the cost of this startup, which server to buy, which server not to buy, what if we buy a wrong server, what will happen then? So this is all removed, and when we have, even if you choose some wrong cloud computing package, you can immediately switch to another package. So it's a very flexible architecture, removing the hassle of managing your own servers. Artificial intelligence, as we know, we have been hearing, it's the thing of the future. And this pandemic situation, although it has created a lot of problems, it has also opened huge doors of new opportunities for us. And artificial intelligence and machine learning is one of those. When we are afraid of deploying personnel in some settings, we We can augment them by using artificial intelligence and machine learning. Over the decades, we have been employing humans in hazardous environments, in factories, in mines, and we have seen huge accidents where hundreds of people have lost their lives. So recently in Beirut, this huge explosion. So when we have artificial intelligence, we don't need to deploy precious human lives in those hazardous, in those problematic areas. We can augment using artificial intelligence, and we can have remote control of these services. So we can place the human beings far away from these dangerous sites and have let the artificial intelligence agents or robotics do the dirty work in those hazardous areas. So this is the thing of the future. In the industry, I have seen a lot of startups coming towards artificial intelligence, data science, and machine learning. In the academia, I have seen universities feeling the need to to induce this knowledge of artificial intelligence and machine learning in their students. I have even seen universities starting degree programs in these areas. So this is a very nice thing that the students have come up with these 4 days of boot camp to introduce the different students of different faculties to this paradigm. We have seen our host is from the pharmacy division, so all of the faculties, all of the departments, they are going on on cloud computing. So everybody needs to in an introduction to that, and every department now, every industry, every office needs experts of cloud computing. So this is the need of the hour, and it's very nice that the students themselves have come up with the state-of-the-art topic and invited international speakers on this great topic, and enabled 1700 students to attend this event. So best of luck, team. Thanks a lot for organizing such a very nice event for your fellow students, and looking forward to such events in the future, and ensuring you of our support as teachers, as university, to all such activities. So best of luck for the future.
Thank you so much, sir, for the enlightenment of your knowledge and information. I'm sure it helped a lot of students who are listening right now. Next, I would like to invite our honorable guest, the head of Computer Science Department at the University of Lahore, an assistant professor awarded by the Microsoft Innovation Center in 2010 and currently in collaboration with the Eindhoven University of Technology. I would like to welcome Dr. Muhammad Atif.
Well, thank you, Nabila. I hope you can listen to me, right?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, nice. Okay, first of all, thanks to Dr. Yasser who introduced me this event, and also I congratulate all the students of University of Lahore who are managing this boot camp, and I appreciate them that they are really interested to know cloud computing solution, in particular Azure. Yeah, in this regard, being head of department, I assure you, if you need any kind of support from my side or from university management, I would say, so I will try my best to make some resources available, or any learning opportunity you will like to be there in the department. Furthermore, if you can convey my message, or somebody from Microsoft is also here, I'm not sure if someone is there, but if you can convey my message to Microsoft officials, in particular regarding research, because Azure, no doubt, is output of an extensive research. So they are also continuing this research, and I know they have established research centers around the globe. So in that regard, if they think that they can collaborate with University of Law, they can establish some research center, and our students, either they are PhD students or MS students or even undergrad students, if they can do some projects, their final year projects, and they can collaborate with respect to research. So I would really love to facilitate this type of activity. And even if somebody wants to travel from Microsoft, from anywhere to our university, we can arrange his or her visit, completely sponsor it, and can facilitate it as much we can. So I believe that this would be a mutual interest project. So we have wonderful resources, I would say human resources, and Azure is a wonderful product. So I think if my students, my faculty members, they opt to work on Azure, they use the services of this cloud computing, they host their applications there, and get some kind of benefit. So this is what actually I want to do. I would consider it my big achievement if I get succeeded to establish some center that can where students can be trained, faculty members can be trained. It is said that first train the trainer. So if I get some program that is particularly for faculty members, so it would be really nice, as we have number of campuses, we have computer science department, we have software engineering department. So a lot of people are there, they are well qualified. So I think they can easily opt this. The point is just who will introduce them. So I think this bootcamp is one opportunity in that regard. So we are ready to shake hands with anybody who will work for University of Law, and we are ready to facilitate and to encourage our students to continue these kind of activities. And that's all from my side.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking out your time and discussing the future prospects of the computer science department and in general the scope of students in the field of technology. Inshallah, may Allah fulfill our dreams and wishes.
Thank you.
And now, last but definitely not the least, it brings me immense honor to invite none other than our chief guest, Global Program Manager, Director of Microsoft's Global Student Developer Program, the Imagine Cup, Mr. Pablo Veramendi.
Hello, thank you for inviting me. Thank you, Nabila. Also, thank you to the University of Lahore for creating these amazing students that are in the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. And thank you, Mohammed, Syed, and Sidra for putting on this incredible boot camp. I'm thrilled to be here, thrilled to have the opportunity to speak to you all, and of course, would love to continue conversations with the honorable guests, the doctor that just spoke at the University of Lahore, to see if there's opportunities to continue our relationship with Microsoft and everything that you and the students are doing there. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Oops, hold on one second. That is not the right screen. 1 second. Again, I very much appreciate this opportunity. It's not often that I get to speak to so many students at once, but it's really amazing to see how many are here in attendance and how much enthusiasm there is for both Microsoft Azure and the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. Again, I'm the director for the Learn Ambassador Program as well as Imagine Cup, and it's really an honor for me to have the opportunity to give a platform to students across the globe, both in the Imagine Cup and the Student Ambassador Program. And of course, that all connects to our mission, which is to empower every person and organization on this planet to achieve more. It acts as our North Star in everything we do. Every product choice we make, how we show up to with customers, it's not just a set of words. When we talk about empowering people, we simply mean that we can, with the right tools, anyone can become anything. But perhaps on this planet is the most important and interesting idea in our mission. Our technology doesn't just touch folks in Redmond or the Northwest or even in Western Hemisphere. At Microsoft, we aim to empower every person and every organization on the planet. We have unprecedented power offset by untapped potential. The mission is big and bold, and with it comes great opportunities to share stories of our mission in action. I would like to share one of those stories with you. The Polska Health Solutions Group is using Microsoft Cloud to expand access to healthcare in South Africa. And I will start a quick video here. It decides to work. Come on.
Healthcare in South Africa is very challenging. The biggest burden sits in the rural areas. It's a vast country. People have to travel big distances to access the correct care. How do you take a specialist out into a remote area? This is what we do at Pulukisa. Pulukisa means to heal in one of our local languages. We ended up building a cloud-enabled backpack, which tests for 10 most common diseases: HIV, tuberculosis, diabetes, heart disease. In our country, we've got a very, very high maternal mortality rate, of the worst in the world. And these are all things that are super important when you're screening a pregnant woman. The backpack can go on the back of a health worker, so you could literally knock on people's doors and screen them at their homes. The data is collected and uploaded to MySQL database in Azure. Almost immediately, the results are pushed back on Power BI and delivered to the clients, no matter where they are.
Precious came to our clinic as a patient who had a previous miscarriage, and she did not understand what's going on in her body.
On my first miscarriage, I was suffering from high blood pressure because of the lack of instruments. No one can help me. My child just died inside of me.
So when she came, we screened her to check all those things on a woman. To get the results will take about a week, but with the backpack, it takes just about 20 minutes.
Everywhere there are people with great ideas around the world. But what's the gathering place where these dreamers get together and have their ideas come to life? Microsoft. It's literally a place where we get to weave the tapestry of the future.
Now I'm 8 months pregnant. My child now, I'm going to call him Blessing. The new technologies is giving us a hope and a new bride. That even our generation, like me, my child, will be healthy. So I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy.
As you can see, the cloud has an impact in so many different ways. It allows for access in rural areas where they don't have internet, just by creating a backpack full of devices that can test for diseases in areas that didn't have that access before. Computing is becoming embedded in the world, in every place and everything. This era of intelligent cloud and intelligent edge is shaping the next phase of innovation, driven by 3 massive technology trends. First, computing is no longer confined to a device or even a data center. Instead, is ubiquitous and distributed from the cloud to the edge, closer to where data is generated and with the ability to adapt to a wide range of inputs, whether it's touch, speech, vision, or gesture. The second is AI. We've seen tremendous progress in recent years, achieving human parity with object recognition, speech recognition, machine reading, and translation. But those breakthroughs are no longer just theoretical. Instead, ambient intelligence is infused in every experience, mediating our interactions and distilling knowledge from everything around us. And third is the transition from putting the device at the center to putting people at the center. For years, we've built applications and experiences specifically for a given device. But the interaction model we have with computers and computing is no longer device first, it's human first, and includes all the devices in our lives. The next wave of computing is already taking shape around us, from smart devices and smart sensors that can speak, listen, and action with the power of AI, all the way to compute enabled in remote parts of the globe, without requiring always-on connectivity to the cloud to make real-time, context-aware decisions. This is the intelligent edge, and it will define the next wave of innovation, not just for business, but also how we address some of the world's most pressing problems. By bringing the power of the intelligent cloud to the edge, we create this incredible opportunity for devices to be adaptive and responsive in their environments and at the most critical decision moment. An autonomous vehicle knowing when to turn, a piece of factory equipment shutting off before it's a safety hazard, or a medical device continuing to operate even when connectivity is limited. The intelligent edge, oops, sorry about that. My goodness. Sorry, my slides just went nuts. So by bringing the power of the intelligent cloud to the edge, we create this incredible opportunity for devices to be adaptive and responsive in their environments. The intelligent edge with the power of the intelligent cloud is already driving real world impact. By moving AI models and compute closer to the source, we can surface real-time insights in scenarios where milliseconds make critical difference and remote areas where real-time has not been possible. And of course, all that is possible with the power of Microsoft Azure. The way we work is changing, and productivity always has been the core of our company mission. Microsoft is in a unique position to help companies empower their employees to unlock business growth and innovation. Office 365 is an AI-powered solution that lives in the cloud and includes well-known apps like Outlook and Excel, but also new experiences like Microsoft Teams that reflect the way teams want to work today. There are more than 200 million commercial monthly active users of Office 365 and more than 900 million Windows 10 devices in use. Our customers tell us that Microsoft 365 is helping them digitally transform by helping employees work together from anywhere and create content effortlessly. Microsoft Azure gives our customers the freedom to build, manage, and deploy cloud-native and hybrid applications on a massive global scale. Microsoft Azure helps customers from around the world achieve more. The core currency of business going forward will be the ability to convert their data into insights and intelligence with AI, driving competitive advantage. Microsoft is democratizing AI, so every company can be an AI company, harnessing its power to consolidate siloed information, making smart data-driven decisions, and get people the information they need when they need it. We want enable every customer to have the right capabilities to invent with purpose. We do this through our customer promises. Be future ready. It starts with ensuring that we're providing our customers with a cloud platform that is future ready, with the innovation they need today to investing ahead of the curve to ensure they will have what they need for the next 50 years. Build on your terms. For developers, we're ensuring that they can build with the tools that they want, the languages they want, and the platforms they want, so they can create the innovation their organization is counting on them to deliver. Operate hybrid seamlessly. The Azure team has always understood the importance of enabling a hybrid approach across on-premise, clouds, and edge. Customers can count on Azure to make sure they can run their hybrid environment seamlessly with consistency in governance, security, management across the multiple locations where the applications reside. And trust your cloud, and ultimately it is about trust. We're focused on earning trust every day. We know trust is earned over the long term, but lost in seconds. That is why we invest $1 billion annually in cybersecurity and have always had more compliance certifications of any public cloud provider. And trust is also about being clear that we are the technology provider and we are not going to compete with our customers. So I just want to share this quick video of other ways that customers are using Azure across the globe. Oop, that did not work. Try that again. Oh, sorry. I guess the video did not embed. Well, all of this is part of the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program. As you can see, these students that are hosting this amazing bootcamp have this knowledge. They've been building this knowledge over years, and it's preparing them both for their work at school, but also for their future careers. The Learn Student Ambassadors is really about finding your community. It's more important than ever as classes and events and even social activities are taking place virtually. We want you to amplify your impact as a passionate student leader and bring together like-minded peers to build these vibrant communities across the globe, just like the students today who are hosting this amazing bootcamp. You might find yourself helping fellow students build coding skills online with Microsoft Learn, organizing virtual hackathons, or earning certifications, or building communities. It's really up to you. This platform is something that we provide for you to realize your passion. We want you to connect with other students who share your passion in focused leagues and use tech to solve real-world problems together. We want you to kickstart your career with training and certifications, support for virtual events, and unique access to experts and mentors. We want you to host digital events like this one, offer guidance to other students, and earn recognition that separates your resume from the pack. Applications are open year-round. If you're interested in this program, please visit us at studentambassadors.microsoft.com, and you can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, just with the hashtag MSFT Student Ambassadors. This program has amazing benefits. So as a student ambassador, all you get Microsoft 365 with Office and Teams, as well as TextMate, Snagit, and Camtasia. But then as you progress through the program, when you finish your first Microsoft learning path, we unlock the monthly Azure credits, $150 monthly Azure credits. Visual Studio Enterprise, LinkedIn Learning, certification exam voucher. So you get a free exam to get a certification for the technologies that you're learning at Microsoft Learn. And then your own domain so you can create your portfolio online. And once you've hosted your first event or participated in hosting an event like the students here today, or a much smaller event, of course, counts as well, we unlock the beta milestone, which gives you swag, event support, additional mentorship, and access to our ambassador summits across the globe once we're back in person. And then, as you met Hanzela earlier, he's one of our gold student ambassadors. We're on the lookout for the top student ambassadors that are hosting events, that are recruiting, that are mentoring, that are really those leaders in each of the countries and regions. And they get access to special events and speaking engagements, program leadership opportunities. They get to participate in pilot programs and mentorship with our Microsoft Most Valuable Professionals. And they may be invited to the MVP program. So really a ton of amazing benefits. As you can see by the amazing event that these students are hosting, they're doing incredible things across the globe. And it's really inspiring to me to see what these students are doing, what your students are doing at the University of Lahore. Please, these students are the future of tech. They will be future CTOs, CEOs, and CIOs. They will be future founders for startups. So, use this workshop as an opportunity to learn, to skill, to build your resume, to prepare yourself for your future career, and to network, and to all the folks that you're seeing on these speakers. But you find them on LinkedIn and add them on LinkedIn. Use this as an opportunity to expand your network and get ready for your future career in tech. Because as we know, it's ubiquitous. Tech is everywhere. The cloud is everywhere. We're using it right now to host this event on Teams Live. And it's just really an amazing opportunity for me to be able to connect with you all the way from Seattle for this event. And I look forward to hearing about an amazing 4 days. So please continue joining these sessions, continue skilling, continue learning, and bring your passions to life with these students. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello? Yes. Am I audible?
No problem. My pleasure.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, most importantly, for taking out your precious time and joining us all the way from Seattle and giving us such a large and vast amount of knowledge and information. And I'm sure everyone who has joined us has gained a lot and has learned the scope of Azure Microsoft in our daily base. One of our students, actually, while watching the session, they asked a question by the name of Farjid Ali Raza. If you could please kindly answer their question, it would mean a lot. He asked that, "Hi, Mr. Pablo, thank you for your time. I want to ask, why is there no office of Microsoft in Pakistan, although you are providing services and training students in Pakistan?"
So unfortunately, my team is not the one that makes those decisions about offices and where they are. I'm managing or directing this global program, and so we do want to provide opportunities for students everywhere. Obviously, we can't necessarily have offices everywhere. I don't personally know how the decisions are made in which countries we have offices or we have a presence, but I'm happy to bring that up with my senior leadership team and drive, because I know there is quite a lot of momentum with Microsoft in Pakistan, and would love to understand myself why that is not the case. So a good question, and I'll see what I can do to find out and get back to these Learn student ambassadors with that answer.
Thank you so much, sir. I'm sure, inshallah, in the near future, we'll have our own Microsoft office in Pakistan soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A campus ambassador is a representative. They hold skills that set them apart. An ambassador requires the mindset of a leader. They must be a narrator. A campus ambassador is the face and voice of a company. Before we end the event, we would like to announce our top 3 campus ambassadors who have shown the greatest efforts and are being awarded for their skills. Number 1, I would like to mention Fatima Tahir from Punjab University College of Information Technology, Lahore. Second, I would like to name Kinza Kawal from UET, Lahore. Third, Sidra Rahman Afridi from Abbasian University, Islamabad campus. Honorable mentions for her outstanding efforts, I would like to include the name of Afshin Akhtar from the Foundation University Medical College, Islamabad, for her outstanding efforts and skill. Thank you so much. The emails have been sent, and definitely do check your inbox, junk, or spam folders. The schedule will be shown soon, and the bootcamp will start from 7th September. Do join us, and inshallah, through the upcoming days, a lot of information and knowledge will be shared, and this will be proven as an opportunity to learn several skills for the near future. Thank you to our guests, Dr. Yasir Niaz Khan, Dr. Muhammad Atif, and of course, Mr. Pablo Veramendi, for taking out time from your busy schedules. It was honestly a pleasure having you with us, and we would like to extend our warmest welcome to our trainers who will be joining us for the next 4 days. The bootcamp will start from September 7th, inshallah, and will offer as a platform for several learning opportunities. On behalf of the MLSA, I, Mahir Khan, wish you all a good night and thank you for joining us. Allah Hafiz.
This tool will help you be more profitable in your business, and that's a huge value to any partner.
It's a tool set that's oriented towards service providers.
With Azure Delegated Resource Management, you've got one spot to rule them all. Some of the key benefits that we're seeing are greater operational efficiency because of the single view, faster time to onboard because of the new automated process, and because of this new marketplace.
This will allow us to deliver more service and more support to our customers and get a better outcome more rapidly with a whole lot less cost.
One thing that we really appreciate is the one-to-one mapping between the API and the UI experience in the portal. Everything that you can do in terms of automation against the API, you can in turn do and see inside the Azure portal.
With this release, I love the new UI. Some of the components that I think are really beneficial is just providing the single pane of glass for the customer. Not only does it provide the experience that the customer is expecting from us as an MSP, but it also enables them to view and audit everything that Rackspace is doing for them.
One of the good components of the release is the ability to keep the role-based access control that's essential for our customers' security and actually delegate who can do what to where across customers
software, an unbeatable solution to a customer. Multi-tenancy is something that you'll hear about in businesses out there, and this
we do 100% of our business through our global channel ecosystem. Many service providers rely on companies like Veeam to provide them choice and quality for providing services to their customers. Azure Lighthouse reduces security exposure by allowing service providers to access one account across all of their customers. This solution enables ISVs such as Veeam to easily build in transparency and visibility into our Azure-based solutions with minimal changes to the user interface, simplifying development and time to market, thus making it a win-win scenario for our service providers and our partnership with Microsoft.
This new release is really a game changer.
This is about making the life of an MSP easier.
We can provide a better customer experience.
It increases the benefits for all of us.
This is a super exciting time to be working with Microsoft in the cloud space.